Good morning. It is Friday, November 8th. This has been a wild week, and this weekend is actually a bit calm, but not calm. Okay, so the planets themselves are not doing a whole lot. However, they are saying a whole lot. So we have Venus in Sagittarius making a square with Neptune retrograde in Pisces. And we also have the moon in Aquarius today and the majority of tomorrow, which is going to put that Uranus retrograde and Saturn retrograde in charge for the day. So we have Uranus retrograde and Venus ruled Taurus, which is shaking things up and making things very uncomfortable, making us question our values and really think about, are we comfortable? Are we not comfortable? Finances, things of that nature. And Saturn retrograde in Pisces, it's really testing our faith. It's testing whether or not we are willing to listen to our spirit guides, God, creator, whatever, versus the dogma that maybe preacher man or spiritual leader or whoever has taught you through your life. Okay. So there's very, very much a test of boundaries going on this weekend. There is a focus on financial things. There are going to be truths that come out that are going to really, again, test that faith and whether or not you're actually listening to the universe, God, whoever, versus listening to what you've been told your whole life, okay? This is how we get conspiracy theories. This is actually that Sagittarius Pisces square is how things kind of tend to go off the rails. It happened, God, I want to say 2017, 2018. It happened right around the time that all of the alternative facts types of things started coming up. And it's because in Sagittarius, it's the truth seeker. It is coming out with those facts. It's very religious. It is very not faith-based, but it very much wants to learn about religion. It is the spiritual teacher, right? So there's these truths that come out here, but those truths will conflict with that blind faith type of belief systems. And in order to make the two match, you got to kind of come up with some kind of creative storyline in the in-between to get them on the same page, right? Or you've got to make up a story to dismiss one in order to lean into the other. And more often than not, it's that leaning into the blind faith that you're more likely to do rather than leaning into actual provable truth. Okay, so this is where the conspiracy theories come from. Quite often. It's not always, there's other ways, but this is a big one. So we may see some things revealed over the weekend, particularly concerning finances, that are really going to make you go, whoa, wait a minute. Okay. Sunday, the moon will move into, my brain just stopped, move into Pisces, which is going to put Neptune retrograde and Jupiter retrograde. Remember, all of these planets that are in control right now are retrograde. And they are outer planets that are retrograde and the social planets that are retrograde, that are in charge. So this is a very collective energy that is revealing things. It is hearkening back to the past. It's bringing up a lot of things that may make you feel uncomfortable and make you question your faith, make you question what you've been taught your whole life. And it's very much a test on whether you're going to trust your intuition, you're going to trust what messages you're receiving versus trusting what everybody else is telling you, what you've been taught your whole life, so on and so forth, okay? Change does not happen without conflict. That's a really important thing to keep in mind here. And I want to give an example of what I mean by really trusting your intuition and actually listening to what God is telling you rather than what preacher man is telling you or however, your religious beliefs are set up, your belief systems are set up. Yesterday, we had a lot of snow. We were snowed in, right? I live in a very Christian, nationalist, evangelical type of community. And I sat here and scrolled my Facebook looking at our local community pages. And I noticed an awful lot of folks out here who I know, people I know personally, who were insistent that they had to get out. They needed their driveway. They needed their driveway plowed. They needed to get to work. And these are not like first responders or doctors or nurses or anything, like linemen, nothing like that. Like, these are not people that had to go to work. These are also not people who are in a financial situation where they can't miss a day of work. Like, these are not those people that I'm talking about, okay? These are people who just are in that whole idea of being productive. You always have to stay busy. Idle hands being the, whatever, right? And the whole time I'm scrolling through and I'm thinking, can none of y'all take the message from the God that you claim to have such a close relationship with and stay home? Like, you believe in God, you believe that God speaks to us in all these ways. He literally just dumped 2 feet of snow on us. Stay home. But they were ignoring their what God is telling them in favor of dogma, what the church has told them forever. You got to stay busy all the time. And they're ignoring it in the name of capitalism and productivity. That is that Pluto at 29 degrees of Capricorn, in that power grab, is that like deep psychological trauma that we have associated with capitalism and productivity and patriarchy and so on and so forth. And there's this power grab for that right now. And we're really being told Saturn retrograde in Pisces is really pointing out to us that this ain't it. This is not the way it needs to be. We need to actually slow down and listen to what God, Creator, Spirit, whoever is actually telling us versus what we've been told by the status quo our entire lives. Okay, so really think about that as you go through this weekend about, what are the signs telling you? What is coming out? What is your gut feeling telling you versus what is society telling you, okay? We're not going to lean on what we've been told our whole lives. We want to lean on what God, Spirit is telling us over this weekend. So, energy of the weekend is the Empress. This is, the lighting is bad over here. Okay. The Empress. So, there is this energy of like almost like all right, I'm going to sit back and watch. I'm good where I'm at, right? I'm just going to sit here. This doesn't, Empress doesn't always have anything to do with money. Sometimes it's just about being comfortable in where you're at, right? Taking that moment to sit back and just kind of chill for a minute, right? What we're focusing on is the Queen of Cups. This empathy, this compassion, the intuition that is guiding us here, right? So, and if you see how the Queen of Cups is looking at our Empress here, this is really saying, hey, listen to your gut, allow yourself to relax, slow down, and we don't want to be reactive yet, okay? Cups energy is receptive energy. Remember, this is the Venus card as well. So these, like, the information that we may be seeing come out over the weekend is going to, like, confirm some of this intuitive stuff, okay? So it's time to be receptive, not reactive just yet. Because what we're avoiding is the Two of Wands. We're not taking any kind of action over this weekend. Slow down, breathe, and listen to that intuition as it comes on. And trust me, I know nobody wants to hear that right now, but sometimes it's what we got to do, okay? Bottom of the deck is Five of Wands, so there is conflict that is driving this. Change does not happen without conflict. I'll keep saying that over and over and over again. So really make sure you're listening to your intuition. I also want to point out that this is not the time to get all self-righteous either. Because Sagittarian energy is really good at getting self-righteous when they've been proven right. I'm a Sagittarius. I do it entirely too often. So this is not the time for that either. It is the time for compassion and understanding and being understanding of other people being brainwashed, gaslit, whatever, okay? Not a time to be self-righteous. Okay. Let me pull some clarifiers for the Empress. Clarifiers for the Empress. We have strength. Let's see, one more, please. Or maybe. Strength and 7 of Wands. Yeah, so it's going to be rough. Okay, we're already seeing a lot of reactions from a lot of people. We need to maintain some composure, keep ourselves guarded, protect that composure. Because here's the thing, if you are not out here freaking out, you're not only going to be catching crap from the side you don't agree with, but you're going to be catching it from the side that you do agree with as well. So make sure you got your boundaries up. Make sure that you are protecting your peace. You are staying strong. You are really, holding on to your grounded space, right? Especially if you are kind of just sitting here going, chill, right? If you're kind of in a chill space and you're getting those attacks, you need to defend that, okay? Don't allow other people to mess with your energy. Clarifiers for our Queen of Cups. The Hangman and 2 of Swords. Yep, be patient. We're going to stop. We're going to slow down. That Hangman is hanging back, looking at the whole picture, and paying attention to what decisions need to be made going forward. Very much a leaning on intuition type of energy. This is the energy of planning rather than reacting, okay? So really make sure that you're listening to that intuition. You are taking a step back from an entire situation, because even though this is going to play out amongst the collective, you're going to see some of this in your personal life as well. So just make sure that whatever it is that's coming up, we're taking that step back. We're looking at the whole thing. We're taking a different perspective from it. We're listening to that intuition before we make any kind of judgment or any kind of action, okay? Clarifiers for the 2 of Wands. Why are we avoiding the 2 of Wands? Let's see, we got the Moon, because things are still hidden. One more, please. And the Magician. Okay, because there are things happening that you can't see. So the Moon and Magician is a lot of times these two together would tell you that somebody is pulling some shady stuff. Somebody is like creating things through a shady means, right? But that's given the fact that this is in our avoid position, we're avoiding this 2 of Wands, we're avoiding making any decision to move forward on anything at this current moment. This is because we are not seeing everything that is being done right now. There are things in the darkness that are being done that, not even necessarily in the darkness. Sometimes you got to be sneaky, right? Like sometimes the situation warrants you to take actions in silence, right? And that's what we're looking at here. There's like the action being taken in silence, and we are not seeing what that is. In your personal life, you may not be seeing what that is. So really, again, slow down. No reactive energy right now. This is more of a think it through. Like, we do have time. Okay, you have time. Things are not changing for another week and a half, 2 weeks. You have time to think it through and plan accordingly. So take that time.